And yeah, I just want to see what it is. I'll act like I didn't watch. Good, good, good. Yes, do that, do that. All right, here we go. Roblox, take a seat. Ooh, Roblox, take a seat. Chris Hansen. Hey, what's up, V? All right, guys, let's watch this video. Let's see.
Roblox isn't a place where we filter all the text and the voice, where we monitor for
What
critical
the hell?
harm.
This is like, y'all remember that Apple Fortnite music or video thing? It's like that.
We filter all
Remember the Apple Fortnite commercial thing. Remember this? I think it was this. Yeah, it was this thing. It's like some dystopian bullcrap like that. That's kind of cool. I don't know what it is.
the text and
It's
the
28
voice,
minutes. Let's
where
watch
we
it.
monitor for critical harms, where there's no image sharing or any of the things that
Oh
might
my god, the
prevent from
kids.
that.
I want to start off by saying that we
It
all
is!
want to keep.
It is! It is! I knew it! Exactly, Shade. It is, right? Oh my god. Oh
We
my
share
god.
this
I called it
view,
before it even started.
members of our community who feel strongly about that too. And you know what? We welcome them as part of the dialogue
Welcome back,
around
V.
how to keep Roblox safer.
I want to highlight we have always had safety as one of our top priorities.
That's the thing I don't like about corporation. They always say safety is our goal and stuff like that. But do they really care? No. I don't know, Metal. I don't know.
And we're not waiting for the law or legislation. We've innovated with age estimation on our own because we want to keep people on our platform.
This
Exactly
whole
the same.
situation is kind of crazy.
Everybody go donate to this boy Schlep.
This is probably the worst decision this company has ever made.
Hashtag free Schlep on God. Yeah, they actually need Schlep. I'm wishing Schlep the best.
Roblox, you need to do something.
I'm so glad though. I'm so glad that like that it got the attention that it deserved, because like low key, I feel like if it didn't, then it would have been kind of cooked. You know what I mean? I'm so happy that everyone came together and just addressed this thing and pushed it forward. Like the whole YouTube community, which is really cool.
Nobody at Roblox listens to us. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated.
Why should we support a platform that is taking steps to prevent predators from getting caught?
Roblox has just lost $12 billion in market value following their response to their cease and desist letter against us. For context, I'm someone who's gotten 6 predators within their community arrested in real life. That loss, though, isn't on me. It's a direct result of Roblox's own response to its child safety crisis. Instead of addressing the real issue,
Red Talk video? I don't know what that is.
Even quadrupled down. They've put out statements after statements painting me and my team as reckless vigilantes while claiming that their platform is safe, when it absolutely is not. People are just seeing through this.
I think it's not. It's just Roblox is trying to increase their credibility and how they appear to the public. So by shifting the blame to Schlep, they were trying to get that. Oh, we are trying something. We're doing stuff. No, they're not, bro. Bro, they're not, right? And so their only thing was shifting the blame instead of taking. Okay, if they took responsibility and they were like, yes, we did wrong, we're gonna try, we're gonna work with Schlep, and we're gonna see what's the problem and all that stuff, then sure, completely fine. You know what I mean? What's up, Kevin? What's up, Assassin? Hey, that's completely fine, but didn't really do that, and so it's like, I don't know. They're trying to get better rep by doing the opposite of things they give you rep. Exactly. I don't know, bro. Like, what do you do in Roblox as a corporation? I know it's not everyone in Roblox, right? That is like bad, right? But I'm saying like the people at the top are the ones that say yes and no to things, right? So they're actually the ones that blame probably. But even the company, I don't know. Maybe it's like it's a culture that they're like fine with. Like what the hell, bro? You know what I mean? I don't even know.
And that's why a huge
From a condo game, a chief of security is visiting condo games. I mean, what if he was investigating? But I don't know. Who knows? But nah, you should not. Condo games are cooked.
Movement has started online.
Okay, let's continue watching the video.
It's been trending everywhere. Multiple members of Congress have now called out the company's child abuse problem, and the Attorney General of Louisiana has filed a giant lawsuit against the company for, and I quote, prioritizing user growth, revenue, and
exactly. There you go. They're doing exactly this, bro. User growth, revenue, profit, because they're a company. When the company was private, different, but now that they've gone public and they're a publicly traded company, what ends up happening is that they got to keep the investors happy. And how do you keep investor happy? You make them as much money as possible. User growth, revenue, and profits. Investors don't care about everything else. They don't even understand the business very well. You know what I mean? They really don't. They don't even care about the business. Investors don't care about a business. They look at the business model, it's working, it's fine, you know? So it's like that. Shade, is that so-called V on YouTube? I confuse in Cyberpunk. Yeah, it's someone on YouTube. Chat, yeah. Yo, what's up, Vinda?
profits over child.
Because they just want as many people as possible on the platform. You know, I feel like even they're like, oh, I don't want to speak for them, but like they're like, oh, it doesn't matter if we have more adults on the platform. Like, this is why Roblox right now is pretty profitable. Why do they want to go into dating and all that stuff, right? It's a lucrative market, right? I forgot what it was. It was Hinge or Bumble or whatever. They make bread. I think it was like Match Group or something. It was like Match Group. They own like all the really big dating apps. And they make some absurd amount of money, right? And it's because people are paying for the swipes or the likes or whatever. It's like a continuous system of like buying, right? You're just like, and you're buying to get matches with people, which doesn't make sense. And Roblox wants more money, and that's so they're trying to go do that. But for Roblox, it doesn't make sense as a platform because it's kids, but they want adults to come through in their platform. And the way to get kids or adult to come to their platform is through that. But like, it's weird because there's kids here, and it's not like the kids are not gonna try that. Kids are gonna, and it's like matchmaking with kids and adult, and that's predator behavior, PDF stuff. Like, come on, bro. It's so weird, right? So it doesn't make sense at all at any point. Like, they I don't know. They Roblox is just like, I don't know what they're doing. I'm like, I would be more than happy. I would love to see what like Roblox's roadmap is, right? Because what the hell? Because you guys don't see the company's roadmap, right? But they have a internal roadmap that they want to do, and then it's like, as long as they follow that, their plan, their revenue, user, and everything growth is gonna increase. You know what I mean? You say hey to me. I did, Kevin. I literally said hi to you before. Um, this came from Red Dead myself. Interesting. But we're watching this video. That's different. I'm talking about like an internal company roadmap that they show investor. There's probably somewhere there on like the investor or the earnings quarter or yearly review or something like that. All right, let's go continue watching the video though.
Safety. The day after the Attorney General's lawsuit was filed, Roblox's market value dropped by $12 billion. In response, the company scrambled to roll out new policies targeting the very not safe for work games featured in the lawsuit and my videos, like for instance bathroom simulators. Mind you, the community has been calling out these games for years now, but still, even after everything, instead of removing these blatantly inappropriate experiences, Roblox simply slapped a 17+ label on them. They also launched a ban wave against some of the worst games they've knowingly
look at these, some of these games.
They also launched
like,
a ban wave.
These are not supposed to be for kids. Like, remember we played this one, Convince the Crazy Maid to Let You Free. We played that one. Remember how weird it was, chat? It was like a yandere simulator essentially, but in Roblox. And I don't think kids should be playing yandere simulator and stuff like that, right? Like, hug role play. What the hell is that? And just these games don't make sense. Weird girl bridge, like what? Very weird game. Huh? I don't know, man.
Against some of the worst games they've knowingly hosted for years. Games that have led thousands of children to getting
You played it? Oh, yeah, I was just like seeing it was so weird and it was like popular and we checked it out for a bit to see what it was about. And we're like, oh, what is that? You know? I don't think I made a video. I was gonna make a video on it, but I forgot to. No, I don't, Vinda. That's like completely weird. Especially on Roblox.
Distorted.
Was it good, JK? All right, guys.
Worse. Roblox's actions are nothing more than damage control for the problems they've allowed to fester, when the entire community was screaming at them to fix.
It's not even who let us to go into Roblox game. These are like the weird games that I don't know, it just shouldn't even be. It's like you have to think about Roblox as like the kids that are on like 7, 8-year-olds should not be given like 13 plus themes. Does that make sense? Because it affects their brain a lot more because they're, they have to process that. And then they don't process it well. Yeah.
These problems. And the community saw that killing the messenger was an act of war. Shortly after these changes, Roblox released a video so bad that it was community noted on Twitter twice. David Baszucki, the CEO of Roblox, Matt Kaufman, the chief safety officer of Roblox, and Eliza Jacobs, the senior director of product policy, did a 45-minute tech talk. Most of this is just corporate jumbo, but they go ahead and respond directly to their vigilante policy. Before I show this, I want you to remember, I'm the only person that Roblox has targeted with this vigilante policy that they just created. Not even my team was moderated or given any legal letter. I've begged for a clear line and even offered to keep much of my work private to help, and I'm no way obligated to do that, but instead they went straight after me, moderating my accounts and sending a cease and desist before I could even react to the policy. And let's be clear about one thing, I'm not a vigilante. That means I'm taking the law into my own hands. We work with law enforcement, which is why we have arrests. Roblox refuses to say my name because they'd have to acknowledge those arrests. But make no mistake, they're responding to the outrage, which is about me, and this is what they had to say about it. They first start off the interview by talking about how vigilantes started out as a good thing.
Both inside of Roblox, and I think that there are lots of people outside of Roblox who really have the best intentions and the welfare of our community at heart. We all want to keep Roblox safe. And you know what? We welcome them in part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer. And we have members of the community in these vigilante groups that started off in a really good place. They started off by saying like, hey, they're reporting on issues on Roblox. They're talking about how we could do better. And, you know, we paid really careful attention.
This statement is just laughably hilarious. If Roblox is really paying attention, then what about when my mom emailed you guys about my own case? What did you do then? Nothing. Actually, you kept paying the guy for years afterwards until you were literally forced to do something about it. If
what the hell? What do you mean paying?
Was actually true, them listening to the community, why are the biggest content creators leaving your exclusive YouTuber program in protest of how you're moderating your platform? And I'm gonna actually bring up something later in this interview to show you how much of a joke this is. This here is Meep City, one of the most controversial games on Roblox. Creecraft, one of the largest Roblox YouTubers, joined this game and within 4 seconds was exposed to not safe for work content. The community has been complaining about this game for almost a decade now, but Roblox has still continued to leave this game up and platform it. But CEO David Baszucki mentions this game by name, and here's their philosophy on this.
You know, I can see some of our community naming experiences on Roblox and just say, take it down, take it down, take it down. I'd say examples could be Meep City, for example. Can you share like why should that be up, should that be down, like what's up?
I think one thing that's really challenging on this global immersive interactive platform is that we have content created by developers and creators and content created by the community, by the users that are in that game. And one thing that we really try to do is be fair to our developers and to not moderate them for the behavior of their users.
How is this a crazy math problem? This is so simple. The creator of this game,
I mean, look, I'm not even saying it's like all like the platform's fault, right? It's like it's also like the community he is fighting for it, right? But the community also, like, there's people in the community that are bad actors, right? For example, if you look at like all the items we saw some of their freaky items when we were like browsing the catalog and stuff. They were like, you know, those there were some crazy items there, right? That shouldn't even exist, right? And I feel like that kind of stuff, it's like Roblox responsibility to like remove them and be like, okay, this is not right and right. Of course, people are gonna find ways to like go beyond that and then like, you know, create things that are like, you know, because there's bad actors on every place. There is no way there's like, you know, it's like even like with the whole Diddy thing situation, right? Some people, especially kids, because they don't know better, they were glorifying Diddy, right? It's because like they don't understand the consequences. I get it, they're memeing and stuff, but it's like I don't even know. Yeah, no, they're like even the emote thing system. They talk about Solus, like it's just you know, what's up, Rose, your favorite yapper? All right. You know, it's just like you can take advantage of it, right? And it's like, you know, so I'm being ignored. No, like I'm just watching the video. I'm just focused on the video. Peace, bro. You know, yeah. It just, you know, Teddy, yeah, whole Teddy situation, you know.
These people in their game. How is this even controversial? The developer is giving the tools to the player to make this inappropriate content. And that is the problem with Roblox. Roblox turns a blind eye unless the developers are blatantly making not safe for work games. And even then, it is still on the line if Roblox will take action. Roblox might have just went back on their word regarding Meep City. This game had every inappropriate feature removed from it pretty much overnight. It's unknown if Roblox made Alex Neutron, the creator of Meep City, do this, but either way, it shows the public pressure is working. Games that Roblox is doubling down on are folding, so that's why it's really important to keep speaking up about this.
Yo, what's up, Trinitic?
Then we saw something change. What we saw is that some of these groups started engaging with the community in ways that violated our policies. And so let me explain like what that means. They would go and create accounts on Roblox claiming to be a child.
Roblox keeps repeating this same talking point, that I'm impersonating and pretending to be a child. But here's the reality. You have to pretend to be a child because if the predators knew they were talking to an adult, that would—
Wait, what do you guys mean by is this video AI? Why are you guys saying? Okay, I already saw like 2 people saying AI. What's up with that? What? Why y'all saying AI? You mean this video? I don't think so.
Wouldn't even be a crime. You guys seem to be more upset that I'm pretending to be a child than predators are decoys. And if it wasn't our decoys, it would be a real
Oh, the Roblox
person.
one? Yeah, the
It's
background is
also worth
definitely
noting that
AI.
the FBI,
Yeah, this is probably AI.
ICAC, and local law
I think this might be AI. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
enforcement all use these same exact tactics. Would Roblox be willing to send them a cease and desist too? And their claim that I'm impersonating children is flat out false. Impersonation means I'm stealing the identity of a real child. From the very beginning, we've never used
I don't think this is AI. This is the background. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, The Office? I don't know. Maybe.
We don't send pictures of real children, and we create totally new identities where every single photo that's sent is of someone that is of age. The only difference is we tell these people that we are underage. This is flat out a lie, what they're claiming. But what happens next is so wild that the CEO of Roblox cuts off the chief safety officer.
And then they would enter into game servers and they would go and start asking everybody around them, how old are you? And they were seeking out adults. If you said that you were, move on. But if you said that you were 25, then they would start engaging in conversations and they would try and use those conversations to simulate.
Matt, is this anecdotal? Because I know we have chat logs for all chat on Roblox and historical records. Are you able to kind of...
David totally derails that conversation. That statement is probably the most wild made by Matt Kaufman in this whole interview. To simulate what, Matt Kaufman? Because it's not simulation. These are predators thinking that they're talking to someone that is real, and they a lot of times want to show up in person and do stuff to them in real life. And in my opinion, this shows how little Roblox Roblox actually cares about this problem. They can say whatever they want, they can talk about all the new safety features that they're rolling out, but it means nothing if lawsuits are being filed every single week against the company and headlines are making the media about a new horrible situation happening because of this platform. I also want to say how they totally mischaracterize how I run my decoy operation. We are never the first to engage with any of the predators. They always contact our decoy account first.
So we saw these actors, they're pretending to be kids, they're trying to find adults, and then what they're doing is they're trying to move the conversation as quickly as possible to other platforms that don't have the type of monitoring and policies that Roblox has. And then they were using that activity that happened on other...
I mean, this is also like a real concern, I guess I would say, for Roblox, since because when the chat does go to another service, like for example like Discord and stuff, right? It's kind of hard to track that. At least Roblox can't track that. And Discord, unless the user does something, Discord literally lets the conversation go. Like Discord is supposed to be somewhat private. I'm not saying Discord's private, guys, but I'm saying it's like it's the same as messaging, right? The only way to access it is maybe if like the government or the police or something gets like to see the behind, right? Behind and like see the messages and stuff. But I don't know. It's just like once you go to a different platform, it's like it gets even more cooked. Does that make sense? So it's like yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like these thing. Of course, like if the FBI wanted or whatever, yeah. Discord is just as private as WhatsApp. Yeah. Apparently you can buy Discord messages from grouped and servers with money. I don't know how you do that, but
platforms to create situations that they would then video, they would report to the police, and then only after would they let Roblox know.
Roblox is accusing me of encouraging adults to talk inappropriately to people they shouldn't. That is not true, and if it was true, I wouldn't have a single arrest. We present ourselves as a naive kid who doesn't know about these topics. Crimes like this should obviously be reported to law enforcement first, not Roblox. If Roblox is notified before the police, they can delete accounts, tip off the predators that are being investigated, and give them a chance to erase valuable evidence that the police need to prosecute. The fact that these predators are on the platform to begin with shows that their safety systems have failed. If Roblox did their jobs, there wouldn't be anybody for us to find. Roblox also claims that I'm moving these players to other platforms, but those platforms are linked directly on Roblox's own site. Roblox has actually even partnered with some of those platforms. They even own a bot on that other platform. Anyone can make an account 13 plus and see social media links on Roblox.
David O is trying to dodge the subject. He's very fast at cutting him out when it comes to Schlep such moderation. I think you have to understand. I think out of everyone, a Tornadic, I'm pretty sure David is literally the one that gets like, people will be talking to him the most about this stuff. Like he's getting the messages more than other Roblox people or who actually handle it, right? He's the face of Roblox essentially. He literally, if you want to say anything, if you go to him, he has control over everything. So he sees most of like the concern. Does that make sense? Because people directly send messages and stuff. Everything is targeted at him. Does that make sense? I don't think David Bazuki is fully at fault here. I think usually corporations, there's like multiple people that are like involved and to be blamed for like a bad system or something, because it's like it really depends. But I'm not saying he's also like uh I'm not saying he's not at blame at like literally I think everyone that is involved in he cut him, but how is he messed up by saying these I don't know. He seems like a very what's the word? He seems like a very technical person. Because I watch David Bazuki's and stuff, like he doesn't really he's like a very technical, business savvy kind of person. I don't know what he does in because like he was like the one that was like it's like if you look go because like I did the whole history thing, like Roblox evolution and stuff. You know, he was the one that created Roblox and everything. You know, he's smart, but I don't know. I don't think he's like very good at like this kind of situation and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. If there's like a full on investigation, we'll see what happens. You know, and yeah, I don't know.
Unsurprisingly, people in real life have been abducted because of this feature that Roblox allows. And when they say I'm creating these situations, that's just insulting. I'm not creating situations. These predators are trying to grab people within your community.
And there's a bunch of issues in here. Number one, the violation of our policies about being honest about how old you are. Number two, moving conversations off platform. And number three, waiting to tell Roblox when they identified violative behavior to come and tell us so we can
even here he's not talking. He has like notes and everything, teleprompter. He's just reading it off of that.
action.
In Matt Coffin's own words, in articles about vigilantes, he said law enforcement officials are best positioned to investigate potential crime. So why is he criticizing us for going to the police first? And it's not like we're not even reporting these things to Roblox. We do. We give Roblox the same Google Drive that we give.
Yeah, I don't think Trinetic, you understand that bit. Like where Jedi said, yeah, David owns Roblox, but he doesn't moderate it. He doesn't do everything, right? He's like he makes the decisions. Like he says, yes, this is a good thing, this is a bad thing, but he doesn't see like the entire. The thing is, you guys have to understand, especially on like a bigger corporation level, you don't get to see like every tiny things, right? You only worry about the bigger stuff, right? You know, it's like David has, for example, the chief security person. He's the one that handles that kind of stuff, right? David refers to him if there's a problem with security and stuff like that, you know? It's literally like that. And like even like the other person, I forgot what her name is. She does that. There's like people that work on like the Roblox studio side. So David is just the person who manages all of them. Make sure that they're doing everything correctly, that you know, everything is running smoothly. It's a system, right? Roblox, you guys have to think Roblox is a system, and David is basically managing that system and making sure it's efficient as possible. I don't think you guys understand like I don't expect you guys to understand how business works, but for how businesses work is literally like that. The CEO does not take like do everything. Like Tim Cook of Apple, he doesn't do everything. He isn't the one making the phone. He isn't the one designing the phone. Someone else gives him like a bunch of designs. He picks, yes, that one's good. Pick that one. Let's go over that. And then they have so much limited amount of time. Each person has so much limited amount of time that, you know, it's like well, the system isn't being managed well. Yeah, there's flaws, right? And that's with everything. That's how like businesses and stuff like fail, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who did it, but someone definitely banned Schlep and made the voice. I don't know. It's like you have to understand there's people that have the power to ban. Now, I don't think directly banned him. Maybe he did. Maybe he said this Schlep guy banned him. Who knows, right? You know, like for example, I'll give you an example, right? Like for example, Vinda works for me now, right? So Vinda is uploading videos on the channel. I tell him which videos to upload and stuff, right? And then he also uploads videos on his own, like for the shorts and stuff, right? He clips them and then he posts it. And then like sometimes there could be like a clip that's not that great, and I can tell him, Vinda, this kind of clip is bad. Don't do this kind of clip, right? And like he even like you know, he made a thing. He's like three clips, this, and then that, and then I'm like, I tell him, no, don't do this, don't do that. It's just like a system, right? We're like running. It just it's like when you want to grow and become bigger, it's like you can't manage everything, because like I have so much time. You know, it's like it's same with David. He probably has like 10-minute he gives like every department. Like okay, let's look at since you guys okay, let's look at all the Roblox departments. I don't know if they have so here you have all of the okay and I'm adult. Okay, here we go. I'll just make it so I'll just show you guys so you guys understand. So list of known departments. There's the accounting department, right? Income of the company, setting budgets, or everything like that, right? And there's the customer support department, developer relationships department, engineering department, executive department, HR, human resource department, marketing department, infrastructure department, product department, right? All of these departments is like what David Bazuki essentially he's the one like you know he's like manages these, right? So he has to like do this. And like look, like developer relations department, you know these are the people that are in the developer relation department, right? They're the ones that are like, you know, there's like, you know, and look, executive department, these are like the managers. They manage the other departments. All of these people have like 10 to 20 people working under them. Do you guys understand? Like this guy probably has 10 to 20. Like look, the engineering department, there's like 3 people that we know about, right? If we go to how many employees does Roblox have? How many employees work at Roblox? 2,500. 2,500 employees work in Roblox, guys. 2,500, right? So there is a security team here too that manages all the security, everything, right? David doesn't directly manage those, right? I'm just saying. I'm just like trying to understand, make you guys understand from a point. Like the product department, everything, the feature, right? There's a lot of people, and he like one of these employee might see David like once in a blue moon randomly because like he likes to interact maybe, but he does not meet with all the employees. He meets with these people, all these people, department heads. Okay. And then those department heads each have like a set amount of employees they control and they tell, and that's just how companies work, right? I'm just trying to get you guys that. So maybe I don't know who's at blame here. I don't want to jump into conclusions, but someone probably from a security, because the bans and everything probably banned him, or probably for someone from another department saw the video and they didn't like him. They're like, "Yo, ban this guy," and then you know it just you know, Roblox is a big company, right? I'm like, I mean, it's like nowadays with AI, I forgot, I saw an interview that there's gonna be $1 billion company soon, just based on one person. One person is gonna create $1 billion company that makes $1 billion because AI. They're just gonna have AI working for them, instead of actual humans. But that's like, you know, but that's not how Roblox works. Roblox has a lot of people, right? And it's like, you know, one person doesn't say and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe Matt Kaufman did. I don't know, right? I'm just giving you Shade, have you voted to take David down? I don't really what do you call? I don't really follow with this or like do anything really. I just watch and I just trying to bring awareness cuz Roblox is a platform I use. I make content about. I know I have been making less content about Roblox and stuff. That's on purpose cuz I don't think the platform is, I don't know, until they fix it. I don't really. I remember I told you guys. I remember I told you guys I was gonna be a full time, or like I'm just gonna do Roblox content. I give up on that, right? Like after this, and like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue the video.
To the cops. They have the first chat log till the very end where they're in handcuffs. And we have numerous fully documented instances where Roblox refused to take action until after we released videos that got millions of views. Also, waiting to tell Roblox in general is a policy violation? If you
But all I can say is definitely people are getting fired. All I'm gonna tell you guys, people are definitely getting fired. This definitely like brought awareness, and there's definitely people getting fired. I think so. I'm pretty sure people are getting fired, which is a good thing. Since there are people that are not taking enough action or is not harsh, right? You know. But I don't hate the Roblox as a platform. I think it gives us it gives a place for a lot of creative minds to come together and stuff like that. So it's like, um regardless, the platform is going through issues, so I'm not gonna stay on this even after that. People are getting fired. Tornadic, I think your thinking is very shallow, Tornadic. I don't think you're thinking critically here. It's like very shallow minded, if I'm being completely honest with you. Um yeah. I don't know. I don't I think it's like, yeah, I don't yeah, yeah. But, it's just like we don't really think things through that well. We just come to conclusions, right? We just come through for conclusions, and or based on our limited knowledge, we try to make conclusions, right? But I'm just saying here, I'm not saying that, oh, Roblox is very guilty. Well, I'm just saying Roblox is very, very guilty because their systems are not, you know. But I'm saying, but I don't blame Roblox. I also can see like I don't blame I don't think everyone at Roblox is at fault. I think there's like few people at Roblox that are at fault here. You know what I mean? I missed 11 minutes. It's okay, Hunter. Yeah. And I think banning Schlep was not the right move. They should be working with Schlep.
On Roblox and went straight to the authorities instead of reporting it to Roblox first.
The Yapper has arrived. Hello, Rose.
Violating Roblox's terms of service?
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off, really, and they still do really care about the community. The actions that they were taking were putting our community at greater risk and were violations of our policy.
He says I'm putting the community at risk. Roblox even went as far to accuse me and my team of being similar to predators. Think about that. They're implying I am preying on predators. So to Matt Kaufman and David Bazuki, I'm very sorry for preying on the predators of your platform and getting them arrested and put in handcuffs, because I didn't ever want to see kids go through what I went through.
These actors that were coming on the platform, they were reaching out to dozens and dozens of people, and the vast majority of those people were not responding to those engagements.
Yeah, I think they treated Schlep really unfairly. I think I don't know. It wasn't like they really gave no communication at all to Schlep at all, and it was kind of super unfair to Schlep. I would say like he's definitely like, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
And frankly, we're harmed in that process.
I'm gonna show you this predator I caught. I sent a message in the chat
Nice.
and I got this guy
Nice,
messaging
Rose.
me.
Yes, okay, how
Nice.
old are you? I ask him back how old he is, and he says he's older than 18. I tell him I'm years old. Do you mind me being younger? No, not really. If you can keep it a secret between us, though. And he
Yeah,
does
that's
Predator Strap
ew.
101.
Ay, ay, ay.
He asks for my Snap or Discord, and the reason why he's asking for
Yeah, like I don't like exactly, Hunter. Like not even Roblox. I think, bro, Discord. Ooh, Discord definitely has a lot. Discord's also very cooked. I feel like I don't know. It's like so many people join the Discord server, even ours, and I tell them like, don't join if you're under like whatever age, right? Our Discord server is, and they still join, and I'm like, and then they chat, and I'm like, no, we shouldn't be here. You know what I mean? That's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's just the internet itself is like kind of cooked. It's like there's not enough protection, and a lot of the time it's also the parents' fault because they don't care what their kids are doing. They're not, I don't know. Some do. No. I'm not saying I'm saying I would say our community is pretty safe. I don't think we got weirdos and stuff in our community, our Discord community, but I'm saying other Discord servers. I don't think you guys have ever seen some weird Discord servers. But there's definitely exists weird Discord servers that people get exposed to, right? It's just like not just that. There's like a lot. That's just there's a lot of dark areas on the internet, right? It just gotta make sure you're on the right good side and not going into weird territories.
Snap is because the messages delete. I tell him Discord, and I get on Discord with him.
I mean, why are they mad? They have zero reason to, bro. There was zero corporation. How is he able to talk to the website if both A, moderation is garbage, and B, they weren't even to communicate or Schlep? I don't think Roblox is mad. It's more like Roblox doesn't even care. Because Roblox is a corporation. Corporations don't have any emotion. You have to understand that. Once you go corporate, you don't care about emotions and all that. You just care about maximizing money and war growth and stuff without hurting the public perception of you, right? It's like everything. You look at like Tesla, for example. Tesla is like using child labor, using third world labor, cheap labor and stuff to manufacture the cars and batteries and stuff, right? Just, and it's like even like your iPhone you use or whatever phone you use, right? Um, it's just they use cheap labor. They don't care about ethics or morality. Does that make sense? That's just business. They don't really care. I mean, I am gonna take like a business ethic class soon. Um, so I know they have their policies and stuff to make sure that they're not going beyond the ethics and making sure like they don't do something crazy. All of it is just for money. The world is built on money. The world is a capitalistic. Not saying the world's capitalistic. Capitalism is literally, let's look at the definition of capitalism, guys. Yeah, I'm having to teach you guys a lot of these things because I don't think y'all are aware. Capitalism is an economy where private individuals own business and no, it's like self-interest, efficiency. This too, self-interest and efficiency. Self-interest, efficiency. When you say the self-interest part, guys, you don't care about anyone else. Does that make sense? Anyway, back to the video. Too much yapping.
And the messages begin right away.
Throughout that entire process, where did I harm anyone? Because the real harm was Roblox letting this game exist on their platform for years. It only disappeared after Hindenburg, an investment research firm, went ahead and exposed Roblox.
Okay, let me tell you guys about Hindenburg, bro. They're the first ones. They are the first ones to make a hit piece on any company. Any company, they make these hit pieces, and you know what they do to the stocks? They buy like they short it. Short is like if it goes down, they make money. So they don't even care either. They just see a stock or whatever gets some bad PR. They write a hit piece on it, and then they just buy the bet on it going down, and they make money. They're snakes, bro. They're snakes. Hindenburg Research, they're snakes.
For hosting this experience. And conveniently,
I love how he mentioned that.
The moment they showcase this predator catch. Notice as well how
they will use whatever means, bro. Hindenburg, I've seen so many companies I'd invest in. They would get Hindenburg, and I would see the next up like, why I'm down 10%? What happened? I thought the company's outlook was good, and then like a few months later, the company's back where it was because it was a false piece, right? Sometimes there were real pieces, but sometimes not,
wasn't the one to ask for Discord or Snapchat. The Predator did. These were the sort of people
Yo, what's up, Dusty?
With our decoys, and so many people are becoming victimized from people exactly like this.
They were normalizing policy violations on the platform.
What Roblox's own algorithm
what are we doing?
recommends.
Watching the Schlep Roblox predator situation. Yep.
Inappropriate items to people.
And then Red Dead.
Roblox actively hosts not safe for work games for children. Roblox themselves, in this interview, doubled down on one of the most infamous instances of inappropriate behavior that they've allowed for nearly a decade.
That's nice,
and
Rose.
They're really going at me for normalizing policy violations. Absolutely unbelievable.
And the other piece is oftentimes the sort of evidence that was collected, the video evidence, was really difficult to verify, really difficult for us. And if law enforcement had to verify it, then they're talking about subpoenas. And so I think something that sometimes seems obvious to
Omegle moderation? Omegle got banned. Omegle doesn't have good moderation, so he got banned. Do you have like other thing like Omi TV Monkey app. Those are gonna get banned too. Those are cooked. It's just once people see it or like it gets into the eyes of like, you know, no, don't use those. Those are cooked.
Folks in the community.
I'm not familiar with the situation. Well, it's like when corporation greed and you're gonna have I literally explained all this stuff a little bit ago. I yapped for a bit. I gotta watch this video
Really
game.
is just much more complicated.
I'm
on the
sorry,
back
Zesty.
end.
I'll explain
I'm
it
not sure how the evidence
bit
that
maybe
I was
later.
sending you guys was hard to verify. I sent you guys screen recordings.
Basically, Zesty, what I can tell you is he got banned because he's like you know those like catch a predator things. He did it on Roblox. He does it on Roblox and Roblox didn't like that. Or Roblox just banned him and it was like, oh, he's doing the same. I don't know. They were just protecting him. That was like, or they were just protecting predators. That was like the narrative that they made on it was weird. Like it was like a super weird move from Roblox and it was like bad. Um, you know, I'm not allowed to have Roblox. Did your parents ban you from Roblox? Good, good. Honestly, if you're a child at this point, hop off Roblox until they like fix their situation and then get, of course they're not gonna do it. Like, I don't know. I know you guys are not gonna hop off, but
Scrolling through the entire chat on mobile, and a lot of the stuff that happens is happening directly within Roblox.
Yeah, I know,
like, for
Zesty.
instance, when Roblox refused to ban this predator, we got arrested in Hawaii, and he was literally talking in-game about planning the meetup in real life on Roblox. With all that being said, I wanted to ask someone who's been working with law enforcement and has been doing predator catching since before I was even born. So I decided to take a seat with Chris Hansen to catch some answers.
Yo.
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm co-founder and correspondent reporter for the True Blue Streaming Crime Network. We do a lot of crime and investigative reporting. Our Takedown series, which exposes predators trying to exploit children online. And we also work on a number of documentaries, including this particular project, exposing the sort of thing that goes on Roblox.
I wanted to ask you about some of the comments that Roblox has specifically stated about like predator catching. One of the main complaints is pretending to be a child. I want to know your answer. It's kind of obvious, but the importance of using decoy accounts to just find different predators.
Well, we couldn't do it without using decoy accounts. In the very beginning, we had an online watchdog group, Perverted Justice, do that work, and now, and for the last several years, it's been members of law enforcement who have posed as children online, merely sitting in one of these areas, and they wait to be approached by somebody who is seeking to exploit children. And then the conversation...
Exactly. Look, even law enforcement are pretending something to catch these people. Exactly. You gotta pretend. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Pretending you're removing them. It's like if you get rid of like, you're saving one kid at least. I don't know.
It all happens according to the law, and then that gets turned over. Now, I understand that anytime somebody is not with law enforcement, it gives pause to a corporation. It's like, okay, here's this kid. We don't know whether he's following the rules properly. We don't know if he's running this by a lawyer. Maybe you could argue that they just don't want that sort of activity on their platform, but you think they'd be more worried about the activity that you're exposing.
That's what I've been trying to get at this whole time.
Let's worry about that, number one, and then you can have a conversation with young Schlep. I mean, if I were the CEO of Roblox, I would make you an ambassador for security. I would get out in front of this thing and do...
Exactly. That's also what I'm saying. If like the proper action in this situation Roblox should have taken is communicated with Schlep and be like, yo, look, this is Schlep. He has done like a lot of like he caught a lot of preds and stuff like that, and that would make more predators and stuff like afraid and more aware or whatever, or like catch and I don't know, but like they should have done that. They should have like put him up instead of put him down. Does that make sense?
Fantastic promotional move. I'm a little dumbfounded that they haven't figured it out, given that these guys are in the high-tech world.
Make Schlep the CEO. I don't think Schlep can fit the shoes as a CEO. Being totally honest, like, but like if you put Schlep like maybe in charge of moderation and stuff, and like what and work with them or hire him, that could work.
Invented this stuff in some ways. You know, why don't they get ahead of it and get a young guy on their team?
Okay, completely being honest with you guys, they can't do the job of a CEO. They have no experience with Roblox. Like, I don't know if you guys it's satire or you guys are joking, but like, I don't think they can do the CEO. Roblox would fall, bro. Roblox would fall, bro. I'm gonna be for real. I forgot like this thing. Like every big company, once the founder leaves, and there is like the company either fails miserably or they find a good replaceable person. You know. How many times? Well, you guys keep saying things and I want to answer them.
That's.
I mean, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like literally like what Metal said. I mean, I could do the job. I would do a good job, but I could do the job. Like anyone could, because like
With you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it's not that hard to figure out. I learned a long time ago that if you're not listening to the youngest guy or girl in the room, you're missing opportunity. You have to evolve and you have to keep on top of this technology and you have to bring new ideas into the room to do your job. My job is to expose bad people. You are helping.
I mean, the thing is, I've made it very, very clear to Roblox since the beginning. Give us a private line. We are open to communicate with you. We want to talk.
exactly private line.
With you guys. We know a lot of these really bad actors, and
he reached out. He literally said
the first
I guess
official
Roblox.
contact I had with them was the cease and desist letter.
It's horrible from a public image standpoint. I mean, you're killing the messenger, right? It's not like you're out there tracking these guys down with, you know, tasers and smoke guns. I mean, you're providing information to the platform to do something about it.
One of the major complaints that Roblox had about me was that I was actually going to law enforcement first before sending their report, just so that they would have a start to finish conversation of everything that took place. Did you guys ever reach out to social media sites before this sting goes down?
No, we always go to law enforcement. We work with law enforcement in everything we do. And that is to ensure...
Yo, shut your goofy out, bro. I'm gonna pause more if you keep saying stop pausing.
...a successful prosecution. That's why...
And pause more, gang. Don't make me pause more.
9.1%. It's law enforcement first, then they can deal with the corporation. The corporation should be more concerned about reporting what it finds to law enforcement to investigate.
I'm going to read to you a quote from Roblox's corporate blog describing our operations. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate my actively approach users and then try to lead them onto different platforms to have explicit conversations. We obviously do not talk to these predators. We don't impersonate real children. Our decoys are, you know, adults.
Well, I think if they're mischaracterizing what you're doing, that's wrong. Based upon what you've said to me, you don't actively bait these guys in terms of making the first approach. You merely set up a profile as somebody who's underage, and you exist in that room until an adult...
Exactly. Literally exist, bro. You exist and they're gonna approach you. He's not going out and approaching them.
Is one of your decoys. Then if conversation takes place, they get exposed.
Oh my god, Solus, I'm gonna ban you. I'm gonna get rid of your mod.
In many cases, they do something, and then you report that, both on your platform, as a citizen journalist, a young guy working on these stories, and to Roblox to take action as a corporate citizen.
I thought it was kind of wild how they compared what we're doing to...
Yes, I'm gonna pause again. Okay, stop, man. I'm gonna pause when I want to pause.
Yeah, that's horrible. This entire project is going to be healthy for Roblox. And it's going to be especially good for...
I ain't got a problem. Keep going, guys. Yeah. Zach, you want to do more? Exactly.
Users of Roblox, because anything that creates awareness...
Every time I'm gonna pause it, bro. I swear to God. Yeah, exactly. You're pausing it. I'm not pausing it. You're pausing it.
Dialogue is important, and you need to tell parents that this stuff exists, that these dangers are out there, and that if your child is approached by a predator, they need to come to the parents. I mean, that's the first line of defense. It's great what you're doing. It's great what I do. And it's really great that law enforcement and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children does all this work every day across the country.
At this point, you guys are literally like pausing it, right? Like I'm not doing anything.
It's great that Roblox has a department that takes a look at some of this stuff. What's not great is the lack of connection here that could make it even better and safer. Until that happens.
Like if y'all want to blame the people that are using the sound effects, not me. It's literally them being annoying. So, and I'm pausing it so I can hear what he's saying. Like you see, like look. I'm trying to see the video, but y'all like keep like doing it. So I'm going back in time now, so I can actually hear what he's saying.
Dialogue is important, and you need to tell parents that this stuff exists, that these dangers are out there, and that if your child is approached by a predator, they need to come to the parents. I mean, that's the first line.
Nah, well I missed it. You guys are playing sound effects.
It's really great that law enforcement and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children does all this work every day across the country. It's great that Roblox has a department that takes a look at some of this stuff. What's not great is the lack of connection here that could make it even better and safer. Until that,
like, I don't know. Don't blame me. Blame whoever's playing the sound effect. This time was Kevin, so blame Kevin. Like what?
Happens. We have to show parents.
I mean, if you want to ban Kevin, I'm down. I don't care. I'm down. Remember how I said I'm being more honest nowadays? I'm down.
What goes on here, and they have to have the discussion with kids and say, hey, be careful.
What made you like interested into like getting into Roblox?
You know, I was personally getting communications on social media saying you need to look into this, you need to look into this, you need to look into this. And then we saw a big case down in Florida where a guy was arrested in Central Florida for and actually giving them Robux and having them exploit siblings and other. It made headlines down in Marion County, Florida. And so I started digging into it. We had good contacts with that sheriff's
I think we should all agree Roblox sucks. I mean, nowadays I feel like Roblox sucks. Back when I used to play it, the game, as with my friends when I was like 12, 14, 15, it didn't suck. Nowadays, Roblox just feels like it just cooked. Before it wasn't, you know.
There, and we actually, ironically, just did a predator sting, a takedown sting down there. So we started with an interview there, and it turns out that in the same jurisdiction, there was a 10-year-old girl who was exploited on Roblox by a man all the way over in England. And so we interviewed that victim's mother, and all of a sudden, all these cases started developing, including the lawsuit by the Attorney General in Louisiana.
It's interesting you mentioned Florida because we got an arrest there. We got it in Polk County, and it was a guy who possessed.
Polk County, as you know, is where Sheriff Grady Judd is, and they're very active in this space.
Oh, yeah.
We do work with them as well. First of all, it breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry that you had to deal with this as a younger guy on this particular platform. The fact that you...
Yeah, I mean, Trinitics point, I want to comment on that. I'm not gonna rely on this, but people are saying Roblox is abusing its game developers, earning more from their work. Of course, you get 35% of like the Robux revenue and stuff. Roblox gets 50 to 60% without doing anything. Like it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Yes, it's competitive, and it's like Roblox give you a platform easier to like get your game out, but like because like you have to think about the way you earn. It's like you do the developer exchange rate. It's kind of absurd how much they take from you. It's they take a big percentage, right? Roblox tax is insane. They're making the money. Listen. Let me explain how it's like a pyramid scheme. I get 50% revenue for my business. Good for you, Rose. Not what we're talking about, but good job. But like they make money on the Robux people buy, right? And then when you sell that Robux, when you buy with that Robux, right? Listen here. When you buy with that Robux, Roblox takes a tax. I think I forgot how much it was, like 10 to 30% or something like that. Maybe even 50%, right? And then when you go DevX that, when you get DevX, I get off 50%. You're Finda, you're scamming me, gang. they take another like I forgot how much percentage, like 30%. Yes, it's like better now. I think they give you a little bit extra now for exchange, but they are literally, it's a pyramid. It's like they're taxing you twice. Like what the hell? You already get taxed when you buy and purchase things. Like the consumer gets taxed, and then the developers also get taxed. Like what? I don't know, man. Ah, yeah. I don't know. I hate that. I hate that. That's why, like, I know I'm making build a raft, and it's like I would love to build it on a different platform that would give me like most of the money that I feel like I deserve as the creator. But I know like other platform, I'm not getting people to play my games. It's gonna be impossible to get people to play my games on like different platform, right? That's why I'm using Roblox to create the game, and it's more easily accessible, right? Steam, I don't think it's impossible to find the amount of players that you can get on Roblox. It's just impossible unless you're like a super successful game, and even then, people are not gonna play it like that. You know, Roblox, you can have constant update and people it's like a loop. You know, but if I had marketing budget, if I could market, then yes, because you can't. And yeah, it costs money to publish it too. It just I don't know, man. I would love to, because you can, you can make a lot more off of like another platform, but I can't do anything about that because no one's gonna play my game. I just know even if I make a good game on Steam with or Epic Games, whatever different platform there is, maybe indie game, no one's gonna play the game. Most indie game, I forgot what it was 95% of indie games fail, even if the game is good. It just there is no one playing it. What's up, Eve? Anyway, some for more than the word. The kids at my school are dumb, so they buy. That's not how stocks work, bro.
You were bullied and preyed upon and advantage of, and then it went to the extent it.
Yeah, I know. I think there's also like you can't publish a game without paying like some like $300, $500, something like that. I can't remember, but it's something like that. Yes, Jedi. Yeah, it's kind of like they because yeah, just Steam has like a different thing.
It breaks my heart, and this is why we do these investigations. But
like I would love to publish on Steam. I have $500, but I'm saying even if I spend $500 publishing on Steam just so people can play it, and then and then and once it's published for that 500 people can play it, who's gonna play it? I advertising $500 advertisement is not gonna cover it. See, Roblox is like YouTube. You put it out, people find it because Roblox promotes it. I can't fight that. I can't fight that. You can't, Tornadic. I'm just that's why Roblox is like where everyone starts, or that's why like people that make games on Roblox, they get some money, like a few 100,000 or millions of dollars. Then they transition into like that's what the Lethal Company dev did. He made a successful game on Roblox. He took all the earnings from that. He made Lethal Company, and now Lethal Company is very successful. And you gotta get indie game YouTubers to play them. No, not even indie games players are gonna get you enough. You need people like big streamers, big gamers like Queso, them to play it, and the chance of them playing it is very small. All right. Yeah, because they have money, voicers. See, the creator of Bed Wars are making they don't like the cut, but they have money. They have marketing budget. I don't have a marketing budget, gang. I can't make a game off like I don't you need a minimum of like 50 to 100K of like marketing budget and things to push a game so it can be somewhat successful. There is. It's called Dinoblocks, but no one plays it. It's literally a Roblox clone. It's so much worse. You guys have no idea how much like as a platform, Roblox is a good platform. Company, not so much. The company sucks. I hate the company, but the platform is cool. You know, it's a cool platform, and the concept moderation isn't the best, and the company is very scummy. Dinoblocks is, oh, I mean, not Dinoblocks. There was a different one. I forgot what it was. It's not Dinoblocks, but there's a Roblox clone. I forgot what it was. It doesn't have that many players.
At your age, turn it into a positive and do something about it. I think
All right, let's watch this video.
and admirable.
Thank you. I appreciate
From a guy
it.
who's been kicking around doing this for 42 or 43 years now, it's really cool because when I started on television, I was your age. I was 22 years old. So when I see a young person do this kind of work, it's very impressive to me because I know what it takes.
Yeah, I mean, it's very crazy when you start looking into this stuff. I mean, it's a rabbit hole. It only gets more disturbing the more you see. And
well, you know, and since we announced that we're doing this documentary and that you are collaborating, I am overwhelmed.
Oh yeah, I saw a tweet on Twitter. It got like 160,000 likes that you're just even looking into the platform. Because that's the thing, people have known about these issues for so long, but journalists haven't done enough to like really look into it. And now it's starting to break into the world where everybody is starting to like start to be aware.
Well, now you're seeing more mainstream, you know, outlets cover it. And
yeah.
Look, we have the ability to infiltrate this world because we've been doing it for 21 years. First with To Catch a Predator, and for the last 2.5 years.
Bro, who said Roblox is falling off? Bro, Roblox is not falling off. They still have their player base does not dip. That's all I gotta say, bro.
True Blue, our streaming crime network with Takedown. So we know how to do this and work with law enforcement. Now, a lot of people can go out and do this stuff independently, but here you are, a good example of somebody who has done the work and given it to law enforcement. You know, and that's the key here, because if you expose these guys and, you know, make fun of them and do a Borat kind of thing, like some other content creators, they often don't face the consequences. They don't have to register as a offender. They don't get prosecuted.
Thing is, Fortnite died last year because Fortnite is a single game. Fortnite is not a platform. Roblox isn't a game. Roblox is a platform. That's what people fail to understand. It's a collection of bunch of games. It's a platform. It's like same as Steam. Does that make sense? Roblox is basically Steam, but it's just like not Steam, but like, you know what I mean? It's like that. It just has a nice layout so people can click and play. It has like a good recommend. It's free, so it's easy to do it. Steam, you actually have to make good games, and you know you actually have to be a good developer, right? And Roblox is more like whatever it's like YouTube. You know what I mean? Think of Steam as like TV shows and movies and stuff. A platform that serves TV shows and movies, and Roblox is YouTube. You know what I mean? That's the best comparison I can give you guys. So of course, movies and TV shows are gonna be way higher quality and better than you know, than YouTube. Does that make sense? But then there's like still like outliers, some YouTube videos or whatever being better than like a TV show or a movie, right? So very rarely, very rarely, special games, right? And Roblox is the same way. It has these really special games that like bring people back, and you know, they're successful. You know, Roblox has customizable avatars. That's just because it's like it's different. It's like it was like the thing that Facebook tried to kill metaverse or something like that. I think that was like the vision that David Baszucki had. His idea is that Roblox could be like a real life one-to-one. That was thinking shit, are you looking into becoming? No, I'm not. I don't. Nah.
And I think the thing is too, a lot of the reason why I have
I'm
to
not.
make this content
This is just
we
super
reach out to Roblox,
viral,
we give them the
and
emails, we give them
everyone's
all the
talking about it.
information.
So,
They
you know.
don't respond until after we publish a video that.
And I
gets
just want to
millions
bring
of views
attention
on
to it.
YouTube. You know, it makes me concerned because if we're getting that, what are real victims getting?
Look, I understand a little bit Roblox situation here. What they're trying to do is follow the protocol. When they see something, they're mandated to report.
How much
that
is
to
left?
the
A
National
5
Center
minute.
for Missing and Exploited Children, which then refers it to law enforcement, and that's good, and they should be doing that. But why they wouldn't also take advantage of information given to them, wrapped with a bow around it, as you have done, it's stunning to me that they wouldn't see the opportunity here to be an ally of yours as opposed to somebody who they're making an example of and saying
Oh,
you're
for
breaking
sure.
the rules, banning you. I don't understand that. From a corporate citizen aspect, it doesn't make sense. From a public relations standpoint, it doesn't make sense. And from a justice-seeking standpoint, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know, and I hope that during the course of this, that I'll get a chance to sit down with somebody at Roblox, and I have a feeling that's going to happen. But I'm going to be posing all of those questions when that interview takes place.
To young people who look up to you and see predators in online spaces, what is the single most important step that they can take to protect themselves?
I would be hesitant to tell people to conduct their own investigations, but I'm adamant that you got to report this stuff to your local law enforcement agency. You got to report it to the service provider. You got to report it to the platform. Hopefully, between those three things, you get some action. I think 15, 20 years ago, law enforcement would be a little overwhelmed by this and say, if you're in a small town, you go to the police department, say this happened, they say, okay, well, I'm not sure how to investigate it. Well, today, every department has the ability to investigate this stuff, and they are very willing to take these cases on.
It's an absolute honor to have Chris Hansen featured on this channel. Chris Hansen is flying me out soon to actually feature in his Roblox documentary about exploitation. With everything that we've learned so far, one question persists. Why did I get this cease and desist? I'll let this alleged former Roblox employee answer this question for you.
You have to make a decision, right? You keep your players safe, but then it would be less of them on the platform. Or you just let them do what they want to do, and then all the numbers look good, and investors will be happy.
That's actually that's literally what I said, chat.
Decision, right?
That's literally what I said, chat.
You have to make a decision.
It's like that.
Right? You keep your players safe.
You want to keep them safe. You're gonna have less of them, right? Because they're gonna be restricted, and nobody likes being restricted when they're, especially on the internet, right?
But then it would be less of them on the platform.
And if you have less people, then you need less money.
Or you just let them do what they want to do.
Yep.
And then all the numbers look good, and investors will be happy.
Especially now that Roblox is a public company, this line matters a lot more. Investors being happy. When you're a public company, the pressure on you to do good and stuff, like investor happiness, is way more. A private company can do things that they feel like, it's, they don't really care. They want the good direction and quality.
You might just be thinking this is one alleged Roblox employee. Well, Bloomberg is claiming that 8 Roblox employees told a very similar story to this in 2024. Roblox actively forces victims of the platform into arbitration, a tactic so unethical that platforms like Uber and Lyft actually have policies against doing this. The reason they're doing it is even more outrageous. Because this person received so many benefits from using the platform, he cannot now complain that Roblox is trying to prevent him from seeking justice in court for the life-altering harm he suffered. Here's why I personally care so much about this problem.
Who's been offered free Robux to do something that was inappropriate in the game? Or someone has said, I'll give you some free Robux if you come and follow me on Snapchat or TikTok or something like that. Who's had that happen? Okay.
Oh, what the hell? I see kids raising their hand. Oh, hell no.
But I've never seen a company
hell no, that
this many young
sucks,
people
bro.
at the scale Roblox has. They can say whatever they want about safety or try to discredit me, but the arrests and their response to those arrests speak louder than any PR statement that they could possibly make. This isn't just about moderation. The rot goes all the way up to the CEO, a man whose vision includes adding dating to this platform and defending predatory games like Meep City. It's not even negligence, it's his literal philosophy. The narrative around Roblox needs to change. People have to understand what this platform actually is. Share what's happening, talk about it. Make sure your friends, parents, journalists, and lawmakers know how deep these problems run. Call your congressman and tell him he won't stand by while Roblox puts children in danger.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
been sounding the
Yep.
Many people have been abducted.
Yep. Well, yep, chat. That was that. Yeah, that's a very real situation that's going on, and yeah. Honestly crazy, chat.